2 weeks ago, I went with about 30 students from Gorman High School, freshmen and sophomores, and about 10 adults, up to a camp in Mount Potosi, not very far from here at all, about a 45-minute drive. It was for a freshman-sophomore retreat at Gorman called Quest. It's a very short retreat. They leave school around 10 o'clock on a Tuesday morning, and they're back by 2 o'clock Wednesday afternoon. So just a single overnight. And one of the very early talks of the Quest retreat for these freshmen and sophomores is a talk on joy. And they actually look at the word joy, so look at it there on the walls, and they use it as an acronym. And the acronym is Jesus, Others, You. So remember that. You can use that the rest of your life. Jesus first, others second, you third. So I'm going to talk about that and challenge you to live out each of the letters of joy. Jesus, you're already doing it. You're here. So we're going to move on to others. Others. In the gospel today, several groups of others came to John the Baptist. In fact, 3 groups, asking him, what should we do? They were replying to his challenge that we heard last week. Prepare the way of the Lord. Make straight his paths. Smooth out the rough spots in your life. So they're saying, we want a little more practical advice. Exactly what do you mean, John the Baptist? What do you mean, prepare the way of the Lord? What should we do? Those 3 groups were the crowds, the tax collectors, and the soldiers. So I'm going to divide everyone here into 3 groups. If you are 18 years old or over, raise your hand. All right, you're group number 1. Relax. This is not just the Sunday of joy, Gaudete. I want this whole week to be a week filled with joy. So I ask you who are adults to bring a little bit of joy into someone else's life. Let's start with those of you who are married. Do something very special for your spouse that you hadn't yet planned to do. For example, whoever is the best cook or chef of the 2, usually it's a woman, but not always. Whoever is the best chef, prepare a wonderful meal for your spouse, his or her favorite meal. And the other person, you have the other half of the couple, take your spouse out to dinner, his or her favorite restaurant. Make it a surprise. Well, a few years ago, actually many years ago, my parents went to confession to a missionary priest at Our Lady of Las Vegas, and he told my dad, take your wife out to dinner. He told my mom, cook your husband his favorite meal. Make it a surprise. Well, they decided to do it on the same night and got in a big fight. So that ruined that confession. But anyway, Mom kept the meal that she cooked for that night, and Dad called and canceled the reservations and took her out the next night. So they eventually worked it out. But seriously, do something special for each other, husbands and wives. Those of you who are single adults or live as singles for whatever reason, bring joy into someone else's life. We all are in relationships, whether it's your adult children or neighbors or coworkers. Look for an opportunity to put a smile on someone's face. This morning, someone was at Mass, and they had a mask on, and they had a smile on the outside of the mask. And I said, oh, that's clever. They said, yeah, I want you to see there is a smile underneath. We can't see your smiles, but you know what I mean. Bring a little bit of joy into someone else's life. Try to do something nice. Now, also, those of you who are parents, especially with minor children in your home, I'm still talking to you. You're the adults. Do something special for your children this week. You have a whole week to do it. It's not yet Christmas, 14 days away. Play a game with them, take them to a movie, do something special. Make it a surprise. Those are some of the best times in our lives, the unplanned, wonderful, fun things that we do. So that's the adults here. Husbands and wives, do something nice for each other. Parents, do something nice for your children. Those who are single adults, whether you're young single adults or older single adults, whatever, do something nice for your adult children, for your neighbors, your friends. Make it a week full of joy. If you ask John the Baptist, what should we do? That's what he might tell you. Do something joyful for another person. Make their day. If you are 17 or younger, raise your hand. Not too many of you here. Any of you here? Yeah, I see a few. Okay, good. So you are children. You may be little children. You may be teenage young men and women. Do something special for your parents. Think of something special you can do. You know, be nice to them. Maybe you can do some of the chores that they normally do. You probably have chores of your own. I hope you do. I did. Take out the garbage, wash the dishes, dry the dishes, take them out of the dishwasher, sweep the kitchen floor. Older children say, Mom, I'll go to the grocery store with you. What do you need? Go out of your way to do something special for your parents, and most of all, let them know you love them. These 2 weeks could be the busiest weeks in your parents' life. They got so many things to do to get ready for Christmas. Give them a break. Do something nice for them. Now, those of you who are 17 or younger, do something for each other, your siblings. Now, if you're an only child, then do something for someone at school or a kid in the neighborhood, whatever. Go out of your way to do something nice. Again, play a game, share something with them. You know, just quality time. This is a busy season, Advent, but this week is meant to be a break from the busyness, and let's just have some fun. Let's do something really fun and joyful. So that's two of the groups. The adults who are here, 18 and over, the 17 and younger, look for opportunities to bring joy into the lives of people in your family and around you. Now, if you are here, raise your hand. That is everybody, I think. You're group number 3. That's the why of joy. Do something for yourself. That's not being selfish. That's not being self-centered. Actually, Jesus gave 3 commandments. Love God above all things, heart, mind, soul, and strength. Love your neighbor and love yourself. Love yourself means give yourself a break. Do something special for yourself. I don't know if that means going to a spa or having your hair done or going to a movie or taking a nap or whatever it might be. Just give yourself some fun time. Father Jojo and I did that last night. We went to the concert, and that was just an amazing concert. If you were here, you know what I'm talking about. Advent lessons and carols. We started with the early themes and readings of Advent and worked our way all the way up to Christmas itself. It was magnificent. But when that was over, Father Jojo and I went to see West Side Story. It opened up last night, and it's amazing. We had a lot of fun. It was wonderful. He'd never seen the original, so we watched the original maybe about 2 weeks ago. And just an advertisement for that movie. It's a great movie. Rita Moreno, 90 years old, is in the movie. She sings in the movie. Some say she might get Supporting Actress Award, which she got 60 years ago in the 1961 version of West Side Story for playing the role of Anita. So, have fun. Go to a movie. Do something good. That's what this Sunday is all about. If you would ask John the Baptist, what should we do? I think he'd say, okay, take a break from, the tough stuff of Advent, and just have fun this week. That's a great way to celebrate Advent week number 3. J-O-Y. But that's a pattern, that's a recipe, that's a guidebook for the rest of your lives. J-O-Y. Jesus first, others second, and yourself third. But don't forget about yourself. That's important, to love yourself, be good to yourself. Have a great week. May it be filled with joy, and may you bring joy to others.